What's up, y'all? It's Annabelle with That Good Shit. Today we're here with a dear friend of ours and an artist many of us love very deeply. I am here with,
John Roseboro.
hey, John Roseboro. I feel like this interview is quite long overdue in my eyes, but I feel like it also simultaneously is happening at the perfect
So
time.
yeah, I think it's early. I think everybody's still early,
Yeah,
and but we're always on the right time. I think
yeah, always on the
it's a
right time.
construct. We can
Right.
play with it. Yeah.
Exactly. For those watching who have never heard your music before, how would you describe your sound and the feel of your music to someone who's never listened to John Roseboro before?
Usually I'll say like bossa nova adjacent music. It's like second date kind of music,
Mm-hmm.
cooking with your girlfriend music. It's like indie jazz music.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I love second date music. I feel like that hits it on the head perfectly. Like getting friendly, getting curious, opening up, having a laugh type music. Beautiful. Take me back to the first time you wrote a song. Where were you and what was that like?
I started writing as soon as I started playing. So as soon as I picked up the guitar, I think I was like 13.
Mm-hmm.
Guitar is an instrument that you can get a sound out of right away, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I think I did.
Yeah. Have you had teachers along the way, or have you mainly been self taught with your guitar playing?
I taught myself, but when I just who introduced me to the instrument was a cat named Vincent Valdez.
Mm-hmm.
He's my neighbor. I lived in Texas for like 5 minutes. My parents moved around a lot,
Mm-hmm.
and this kid Vincent was like the coolest kid in school. And I think his like parents were divorced, but like he lived with his dad or whatever. So he just like started baptizing me and everything. Like that's cool. He's like, oh, this is how you skateboard, and this is how you play guitar, and this is how you like whatever.
How do you think that teaching yourself guitar has allowed you to craft a sound that's so unique to you?
I think anyone can teach themselves pretty much anything, but with that kind of isolation, you become self-referential, and particularly the way that I play, it's I'm playing against myself a lot of the time. I'm like comping for myself. I'm like harmonizing and playing dissonances with myself. So it's really playful.
Yeah.
You gotta be imaginative. You gotta be a little creative
Yeah,
to make it meaningful.
it's been really cool watching you build your sound over the years since I first met you. And John's one of the first people I really met when I moved to New York. One of the first like New York artists I met when I moved here. And so, yeah, I feel like even since the time I met you, watching your growth has been really beautiful. Particularly, I've really enjoyed watching your growth in your songwriting. I think you do an amazing job of painting a picture with your words, telling stories. How do you feel your songwriting has grown over the years since you started way back then?
Thank you. I
You're
appreciate
welcome.
that. I think it's gotten a lot more abstract. I think it's gotten a lot more versatile and like kind of chamber pop or avant-garde because now I have got the resources of my friends. There hasn't been a lot of, if any, like kind of industry back end,
Mm-hmm.
but in terms of like musicians and their musicianship, I work with a lot of really talented artists or talented instrumentalists
Mm-hmm.
who are artists in their own right, and having to arrange parts for them
Mm-hmm.
and just wanting to, and or we might find some obscure instrument and try to work that into the songs. All of that has like really stretched me, and I want to keep doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
What's like the most obscure instrument you've ever worked with and implemented into a song?
Just like accordion. We've had other odd instruments. We'll have like French horn or clarinet, um, oboe. You heard of oboe?
I've heard of an oboe.
Wait, you know what the sound sounds like?
Not particularly.
It's like a clown instrument. It's a snake charmer's instrument. It's like
Mm-hmm.
and you have to be clever to figure out how to make a sound that doesn't sound good in context.
Always fun experimenting with new sounds and making things work even when you may not expect them to work at first. Making magic. You were just talking about how you work with a lot of very talented musicians, and you've had some pretty incredible collaborators over your career. And as of recently, especially, we've seen you doing a lot of work with, and also soon going on tour with Mei Semones, who is another artist that's very near and dear to our hearts here at That Good Shit. Tell me about your relationship with Mei, and what that musical relationship and friendship means to you.
It means a lot. Thank you. Yeah, May's sick. May's very healthy. May's very well. We've known each other for years. We've known each other in a way before I even lived in New York. I think she had a whole like one demo on the internet, and I think I had maybe two songs, and I was like, oh, okay, this is my friend, you know.
Yeah.
And we both independently moved to New York, and yeah, we're still friends. Probably friends forever. Yeah,
Yeah.
love her. Work with her. Yeah.
What is your favorite thing about May's musicianship?
She works so hard. She's so competent, but she like also so disciplined. She's very skilled. She's a great arranger and composer. With a lot of respect.
Yeah. What are you looking forward to most for y'all's tour together?
I'm not looking forward to any of it. I'm not looking forward to any of it. I think it's gonna be really. We'll see. I'm not trying to curse it. I think it's gonna be great. Like the shows are gonna be outstanding. I'm gonna meet a lot of amazing people. I think that's what I'm looking forward to.
Yeah.
But I plan on performing a lot solo, and got mostly over it. But I've been dreading a lot of traveling in isolation and then going up in front of all these people, hundreds of people every night who don't know you but kind of know. That's a different kind of isolation. And performing, I'm great. I can perform, but I just it's always drawing to me. But May's a comforting spirit, and we have good chemistry and good friends that'll be with us, and so it'll be fine. But I'm more interested in the present moment than.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We were just saying before we started filming, at times it seems like you're perpetually on tour, traveling very often, traveling the world playing your music, which, as you've mentioned, can actually be quite taxing, quite a toll. Energetically, can be isolating. But as someone who travels so often to play your music, what would you say is like John's tour survival guide? What things do you need to have with you on the road? What mindset do you keep to stay sane? What is John's tour survival guide?
In a perfect world, you know, that's fine. Everything I want to say isn't good to say. Money, no. Women, no. I'm still learning. I'm still getting used to it. I don't know. I'm still figuring it out. Ashwagandha. That's what we're taking. L-theanine. That's what we're taking. An audiobook. I don't listen to a bunch of music, especially on the road. I don't listen to music in the car. I do, but when other people are in the car, for them. I don't know. What do you take on tour?
I've only been on like 1.5 tours, but there's like a mushroom immunity vitamin that I take. Something I don't know. There's like a bunch of different kinds of mushrooms, but and Uncrustables sandwiches.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Uncrustable sandwiches.
Uncrustables have powered me through every single event I've ever done in my entire life.
Yeah, that's comforting. That's
Yeah.
good.
A lot of your songs have some really complex lore behind them. I love when like you'll be telling me about something that inspired a song, and was really blown away when you were telling me about the process of writing your song 80 Summers and what inspired that song. And I would love it if you would share kind of that story and that inspiration behind the song 80 Summers with us.
80 Summers is a song from the last record, the new record, Fools. Like most of the songs about love and romance, it was inspired by Calpurnia, who was Caesar's wife. I'm not going to tell the whole story of Caesar, but he was murdered, assassinated, even by his friends and the Senate. The point is that before his demise, the night before, his wife had a dream. And in the context of the dream, Caesar, there's a statue and there's all this blood coming out of the statue, and the citizens of Rome are like washing their hands in it. And she basically communicates to him that like, you're going to die. I've had a dream that you're going to die. Maybe don't go out with these like senators, and they do kill him. He does not listen to her, and obviously he dies. He would still be dead if he had listened, because that was a long time ago. But he probably would have lived a little bit longer. And that whole relationship between women and dreams, and particularly like relaying these like divine messages to their partners, is like a pattern that you see in history, like actually over and over again. Even like Tupac, Khadijah, I think was the name of his partner, and she's like, oh, I had a dream that you should wear this like vest. Doesn't wear it, dies. Pontius Pilate, right? Who's the governor under Caesar, who condemned Jesus Christ to death. His wife said I had a dream, like go like this man is a just man, a good man, and again, he doesn't listen to her, and so that song is largely about and inspired by that particular pattern. So yeah, very wordy, but I mean it. That's what inspired that song. I reckon if I have a wife, I would listen to her dreams. That way I don't die or kill somebody.
Right. There's one thing we can learn from a John Roseboro song. It's if your wife has a dream, listen to that. Listen to that woman.
Consider it. Or
Consider it.
let's consider it. Yeah.
No, absolutely. I know you to be someone who has a bit of a particular taste in music, and a very good one. What have you been listening to as of lately?
Not a lot, but there's some bands that I am excited about. Excited is way too strong of a word.
Tone it down.
That I have my eye on, who I maybe want to see succeed. I like Dutch Interior. I've got my eye on Yahweh Nail Gun in this city. Mei Semones' record's going to be very big. Everybody is going to have to step their game up because genius is rare. Can we agree? Like there's a lot of music. There's a lot of musicians. People go to school to be a doctor for all these years or a lawyer. There's still very few good lawyers or doctors. There's still like a good amount, and that's the way it is for every field and every single thing. You have all these people, and there's like a couple that are like exceptional.
Who do you think, out of all the millions of artists putting out music in this day and age, who do you think are some of the real genius people?
In this city, there's a singer-songwriter named Allegra Krieger. She's the best songwriter kind of alive right now. Outside of another cat who he like took off all of his music so it almost doesn't count. I have like a drive with all of it, but it's K Porcelain. He's actually the best songwriter, but he is a volatile person. Maybe he'll get it back going. I almost signed him.
Whoa.
I was this close, and I still might. I still might.
This is a fun one. I really like this question, and I'm interested to hear your answer. Who is your favorite fictional character, and what would their favorite John Roseboro song be?
I mean, first that comes to mind is like Spiderman. Like Spiderman's like the best.
Yeah.
Like kind of just definitively the best. Favorite John Roseboro song? Probably be like maybe 80 Summers. Yeah.
When I was younger, I had a Spider-Man themed birthday party, and my mom's buff friend from the gym dressed up as Spider-Man and came to my birthday party, and it remains like the best memory of my entire life.
That's so awesome.
But then near the end of the party, it was this guy named Brian. He had long hair. I saw a ponytail sticking out of the back of Spider-Man's mask, and I was like, Mom, that's not Spider-Man. That's Brian.
Yeah.
And then I subsequently found, I was like, so that means Santa's not real, and that also means that the Tooth Fairy's not real. Like, Spider-Man revealed everything for me.
Rushing.
It happens.
Yeah.
It's all good. Checking in. Raj, would you like to ask any questions? Yeah, come on in.
How are you?
I'm fine, thanks.
Your work, I feel like, has such a strong connection to your visual world. Like, I feel like both the visual world you built around your music and your music is so, like, calm and, like, circular. Talk to me about, like, building that out and, deciding on how you present your music.
I think like all of this art stuff that we do, whether you want it to be or not, is an overflow of the stuff that's going on in your own heart. So what I like with whatever I get to do as like an independent artist and all this stuff is that if you like the music, you probably like me. Because it is very much Adam. It wasn't 16 other people, and it wasn't made for you to like it. I was making it before you were listening, or there was any listeners. I'm grateful for everybody hanging out. So grateful, but I would be doing it without you. I know because I did. Before there was a band, before anything. So this is it, and I think I take it really seriously. But it was pretty developed. I know what I want to see. I know how the song goes, and then it's people ask like, oh, how do you do chord progressions, or how do you write a song? And it's like, you freaking do it. Mm-hmm. You think this is how the song goes, and then it's like, how do you write a word? Like with my hand, like, and then we do it.
You were talking about being serious and how you take everything so seriously. One of the first things that struck me about you was how your music is happy and kind of calm, but underneath all of it, I can definitely tell that you take it incredibly seriously. if that makes sense. It doesn't seem as serious, but then when I like see you play, I realize there's so much intentionality behind it. Talk to me about like balancing both of those things, like making music that is so like playful and like fun, while also like taking it like deathly serious, basically.
Yeah, I think you got it. Thanks for asking that. I think you got it. It's like, because I'm one of the most intense people that I know.
Yeah.
I'm holding back all of the time. I'd crush you. It's because there's a serious difference between being soft and being gentle, right? You know it. If someone's being gentle, it doesn't mean they can't crush you. You know, all these songs. I know what love is. I know what grief is. Like I'm not making it up. You know. But sorry, it's a good question. It's a good question. I'm just like, thanks for noticing. It's a lot of growth. It's a lot of work to get here. I have a sibling who her whole goal in life is to jump in a river and make no ripple. And I hang out with her, and she's awesome. She's one of my favorite people. But I'm not there. I have to be in New York and smell the piss and the weed and get my hands dirty and shake something, and then I'll get there. But it already does live in me, right? And that's what you hear in the music. That peace, that water without any kind of
The soft
that's absolutely in me. And exactly what I'm trying to communicate and bring out in the world. Most people I talk to have never even been hungry before,
Right.
especially the further we go with this music stuff. More and more, more and more, not just like, you know, white people or rich stuff, but like people with different instincts and different motivation. Like we're just not the same. We're not the same. Still love them.
Right.
Still love them, and gotta figure out some
Common ground.
some room to exist in a meaningful way.
There's a Spider-Man comic actually where Doc Ock like inhabits Spider-Man's body. Do you know which one I'm talking about?
don't.
So like he body snatches Spider-Man or
Yeah.
something, and then he's like hanging out. And he's like, I'm gonna be the new Spider-Man. Like, let's go. It's like Superior Spider-Man, and he's like hanging out, and then he like punches like a thug or something, and he just kills him.
Exactly.
And he's
Spider-Man is always holding back.
Yeah.
You don't understand.
And then he's like,
He
oh
could
my
kill
god, he's
everybody.
literally like insanely strong, and he's like, wow. Even when he's like literally about to die, he's like holding back.
He's killing like Spider-Man 1v1s everybody.
Just the way it's
It's just like because you know those ants like Spider like he's got
100 times
100
the-
times the strength of like an actual person. It's insane.
Yeah, I thought that was.
No, yeah, you got it. You got it.
That was a great convo with you guys. Anything else you would like to talk about today? Anything you want the people to know about John Roseboro?
No, I hate interviews. I don't watch them. I don't like them. I like watching other people's interviews. I love watching other people's interviews. I love watching your interviews. Yeah, no. Even this morning, I was like, oh, we're going to do this. And I was like, this is messing up my whole thing.
Messing up the whole mysterious vibe you have going on.
I have a mysterious vibe.
I think some may say you have a mysterious vibe.
I think I've got a nuanced and particular vibe. And I think that people try to shoot at it, and they try to nail. Because this is the thing with artists, to people's hearts and to culture itself. They're people, but they're like symbols for like other existential things. It's like in lieu of gods and goddesses, it's almost like you have these stars, or celebrities or whatever, who kind of like, oh, this person. Instead of like Dionysus or this god of like revelry, you have this artist who's like represents like hedonism, and you don't so much care about them. I mean, you care about them, but like you get to live that aspect of you in and through them. And other artists, respectfully, this artist, makes me feel sexy, right? In lieu of Aphrodite or Venus or something like that. This is the music and the musician for that, or artist for that. And I don't even know what it is people are looking at in me, but whatever it is, I think that I keep subverting that. I think they would like to build it up, and then I'll like say something or do something that like is like, wait, that doesn't perfectly fit my construct of who you are. Why are you so nuanced in particular? Yeah. So I'm gonna keep up the good work, and I know you will, and I will look to you for inspiration.
And I will look to you for inspiration. Definitely one of the most real people I know, one of the most inspiring people I know, and I'm very excited to.
Paradoxical. I was kidding.
Oh, yes, enigmatic, paradoxical, complicated, strong yet gentle. How does he do it all? It's John Roseboro. That's how he does it all. Hey.